Turns out they were lovers and Janet was Martin's right hand. He knows her skills well and doesn't want her stealing the spotlight. We're in his headline chance, but Janet's all about truth. Who's next in danger? First court hearing soon. As the prosecutor, Janet accuses Alan in court, but surprisingly, as the trial begins, Martin requests. So, the first court session ends faster than a pizza delivery. Meanwhile, Martin's assistant, Little Black, is on the hunt for clues and finds Alan's place. But suddenly, out pops a stranger like it's a horror. Without a word, this stranger starts throwing punches. During the tussle, Little Black grabs the guy's earring, but whoosh. He's gone faster than a magician's rabbit. Next scene, Martin is showing off the earring to Alan, who says it belongs to his buddy Alex. But he has no clue why Alex was hanging out in his room. Martin's instincts say the case is messy. He shows Alan a girl's photo, asking who Linda is. Alan replies she's his girlfriend. Linda's Martin's girl. When Martin wants to talk to her, Alan says, I don't know where she is. Martin senses Alan's hiding something. So he digs deeper, asking if the mysterious Alex could be the real killer. After a chat, Martin leaves the jail empty-handed and seeks out his shrink buddy, hoping he can crack the mystery of Alan's memory loss. This truth might be the key to the case. After his friend's agreement, Martin rushes to jail to find Alan, but the truth is more twisted than expected. This is the craziest murder method I've ever seen. The victim was stabbed 78 times and practically chopped in half. After some serious sleuthing, Martin finally uncovers a juicy lead. The deceased charity had invested in a South River development project, and one of the big... Surprise, surprise, it's one of the lawsuit's players. But wait, he was up to his neck in this case. Is this whole case just one person pulling the strings? As the layers peel away, the case is becoming a real puzzle to solve. Martin discovers the charity's previous investment in the South River project. And guess what? One of the major investors is John, the very guy who initiated this lawsuit. The plan was to develop a swanky community that would leave the old residents homeless. As the founder of the charity, Bishop halted the project. As the investigation deepens, it tangles. Martin suspects John. So he sets up a meeting with John, but when Martin questions him, John straight up threatens him. I suggest you not mess with this city's top. Clearly, John isn't intimidated by Martin. Without evidence, Martin has to leave peacefully for now. Back in the courtroom, Martin cites the South River project, arguing the victim halted its development, caused heavy losses for powerful investors, who then threatened him. They had motive, but prosecution accuses Alan. There's literally no motive. But when Martin goes on the offensive, Janet calmly presents Alan's bloody sneakers. According to forensics, the blood on the shoes matches the victim's. Martin, a famous local lawyer, doubts the prosecution's evidence. He rolls through the evidence like it's a game of whack-a-mole. First up, the matching blood. All it proves is that Alan was at but neither police nor forensics can prove no third party was there, or if the 78 stab wounds were from one person. Next, the investigating officer takes the stand, revealing they found numbers carved into the victim's body because, let's be honest, we all have our dark sides. One face public, another private. The cops figured the killer left this clue to share a secret. The victim was a two-faced charmer, not as he seemed. Martin was caught off guard by the twist because on the night of the incident, Alan found the bishop's body returning a book. Martin storms back to jail to confront Alan. Grills Alan about whether he scribbled in that book, but Alan swears he hasn't even opened it. More than one had access to the deceased's library. Stumped, Martin seeks a new angle or hell hit the books literally. Martin, fuming, lays into his team, blaming their sloppiness for the police's blunders. Right now, he's all about that win. He seems to forget the prosecution uses the whole police force, while they are just 3. Suddenly, his female assistant claims all evidence points to the killer. It's Alan. But Martin, without glancing, asserts Alan isn't the killer. No one's at fault here. Shortly after, Martin and Little Black trace a lead to Alex, the guy who bolted that night. This might just be their only hope for winning this trial. But great hope often brings great disappointment. When pressed by Martin, Alex claims ignorance of the bishop's murder. He only went to Alan's to find a tape and destroy it. But that tape holds a much darker truth. One that unveils a cruel reality that some kids at the church were forced to film some explicit stuff by the deceased. Alex, Alan, and Linda were all victims in this nasty game. This revelation leaves Martin aghast, but he keeps grilling Alex about why he was in Alan's. Alex says he thought Alan killed the bishop after getting the tape, so he rushed to destroy it after Alan's arrest. But sadly, the tape is in Alan's room. Then Martin brings up Linda, but Alex has no idea where she is either. As more cruel truths unfold, Martin doubts Alan's innocence. To prove Alex didn't lie, he returns to the crime scene again. He secretly snipes that tape from the victim's room. Back at the office, when he opens it, the content is downright disturbing. Alex wasn't lying, so Alan has enough motive to kill. Martin storms into jail, furious, asking why Alan lied. Everyone sees Alan as the killer, but Martin alone believes in his innocence. When Alan learns Martin watched the tape, he flips out, transforming from timid to raging, like a split personality.